Welcome back. If you're just now joining us, 2 of the 4 proposals in the Austin school bond passed last night. Earlier, we talked to supporters. Now it's time to talk to those who've been fighting it. Roger Falk is here. Literally just got off a road bike, making us all feel pretty lazy this morning, but thank you.
Sunday morning.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for taking time with us. Of course, you were with the Travis County Taxpayers Union. You were feeling good Friday when I spoke to you as we were heading into Election Day. Would you consider this a victory?
Absolutely. This is a huge victory for the people of Travis County and AISD in particular. The status quo has been that these bonds got rubber stamped every time, usually in a 60-40, 70-30. This was razor thin on the 2 that passed. We did defeat the other 2. This shows, and thank you, Austin voters, for waking up, that they are finally seeing what the TCTU is preaching out here, that a lot of this stuff needs to have some scrutiny, and we have to get the details on this. Let's not just rubber stamp these things. It's not going to be business as usual. Trot out the pack with all of the special interests, get the slick signs and mailers out, and get a rubber stamp. Now I think Austin voters finally are waking up, and they're gonna take and pay attention to these things.
When we spoke at the very beginning of early voting, you made it clear that you weren't against everything on the ballot. There were some things that you were for.
Absolutely. We were prepared to launch our own thoughts on bonds had all 4 had gone down. We supported some facility things and using the bond money for longer term projects, not so much maintenance and repair and trying to cover up systemic problems at AISD. And I think we're going to get some facilities here. I think that's good. I'm disappointed because Starpin was threatening with portables, because this part that was supposed to take care of the portables did pass. I'm not sure, there's a disconnect there in what she's telling the public, but what's wrong with portables anyhow? They serve a great purpose, and they allow us to have scalable, modular school systems here. It's our schools.
One of the things I find interesting is that voters didn't go to the poll and just sign off all yeses or all nos. It was very clear with the results that they were choosing very carefully their decisions.
Yes, and that's their duty. You know, this was a stacked deck election. I mean, AISD had put it on when it's a Mother's Day weekend. Nobody's paying that close of attention. I am thrilled the number of voters that actually came out and voted, and I'm also thrilled that they scrutinized these ballot choices.
One of the things, though, we just have a few seconds left here, but some of the supporters want to know if you guys are going to be part of the conversation moving forward as they try to find some solutions.
We're absolutely, we want to be part of the conversation, and we want more to be citizens in here. These people get into an echo chamber of like-mindedness, and they concoct these bonds, and it's all spend, spend, spend. There is never a contrarian voice on these bond committees. We'd be glad to serve on those, and we'd be glad to give some common sense fiscal conservatism, you know, on how these things are put together.
All righty, Roger, thank you so much for joining us this morning after your road bike excursion for us. All righty, we are going to now kick it back over to David, who's keeping an eye